Hi guys, my name is Dylan,
My name is Stephanie.
and today actually we are doing a new series. It's what we call the walk series. So for those who notice, normally I do some shots that I walk around the area. I just take a one minute video to illustrate or to show everyone the taman that I'm walking at or the areas I'm eating at. But then I realized, right, this 1 minute video is not really sufficient. It's like a lot of things I want to say but I cannot say because the video is too short. So then we've decided to extend the video by me reviewing this area. Like for example, the first stop that I'm at, we are at Bukit Jalil now, and because I feel that Bukit Jalil is kind of a hot topic recently in terms of investment or own stay, a lot of people are asking. So I was thinking, why not I just do a review on Bukit Jalil, and let's go. We are now at Vista Common, which is the place that is near Bukit Jalil Stadium. First thing that I like is the pathway. There is walkway for me to walk properly. And over there will be IMU. This will be IMU, and this is the Columbia Asia Hospital. So there are walkways, so very good. So now we are at the park area, and just look at how well maintained this park is. Actually, those are the condos that I mentioned that is right beside the park, and I believe the price per square feet here is rather expensive. This park is very well maintained. Like you guys look, right, even though it's 11 AM now, there are still people sitting there chilling by the fountain, and this is actually just part of the park area. And right beside here, it's actually those highways. It's actually the inner roads for Bukit Jalil, and this area is rather a lot of commercial activities, but still very nice to live in. Okay, now I'm at the top of the park area. So this highway over there is Lebuh Raya Bukit Jalil. If you turn left, if you go straight towards this direction, you will be reaching Sungai Besi Highway that links you to KL area. If you go to that direction, you'll be going to PJ area, Sunway, Klang area. So connectivity wise, right, in Bukit Jalil is very, very good. And over there, if you can see, it's Technology Park, Seri Kembangan, that area already. So Bukit Jalil is sort of sandwiched between Seri Kembangan, Puchong and Old Klang Road, around these three areas. So within these three areas, right, greenery wise, Bukit Jalil is, you really cannot fight. It's really that nice to live in. Okay, so now we are in the center point of the park, and as you can see over here, it's actually those condos. Below it are the signature shop lots in Bukit Jalil, and we have Pavilion Bukit Jalil. The mall is over there. So right here you can see this is the bridge that connects from the park area to Pavilion. So that's why actually this area is very, very nice to live in. And the greeneries here over this side is actually the golf course area. So just imagine, right, if you're staying in one of these condos, the balcony, you can oversee this greenery park and everything, right? Fuyu. Very, very nice to live in. Okay, so before we start, right, we should understand Bukit Jalil as a whole. So as you can see, right, this will be the signature part of Bukit Jalil where you have the stadium. So we have a lot of concerts going on here. Then right beside here, right, as you can see this one, it's actually golf course. So within the golf course, you have a lot of mansions, landed properties which are very expensive. And right beside here, there is a new condo called Tropica, where it's like a mixed development concept. So a lot of greeneries here. And if we zoom in, right, opposite of the golf course here, there will be a park. So this park is a place that I always go. A lot of greeneries, and it's a public park where you can just stroll. A lot of, you can just go for picnic over here, walking around and etc. This is the park. And right above the park, there will be some commercial shop lots which are rather, it's around, maybe it's slightly old in terms of settings, not those stratified one. These are the shop lots that you have a lot of eateries and etc. Right beside the park, you will have Pavilion Bukit Jalil, and opposite of Pavilion Bukit Jalil, you have another area where this is more onto the BK side, and this is Taman LTAT, where it's still under Bukit Jalil address. Another part of Bukit Jalil will be this area, which is more onto the industrial side, and there will be LRT stations over here, the Muhibah side, the Bukit Oji and Muhibah side. So then this area will be, setting wise, it's mostly relying on LRT, whereas for this area, the developments are mostly relying on the park, the golf course and Pavilion Bukit Jalil. So right now we are at Pavilion Bukit Jalil, and this is the shopping mall. And these are the shop lots that I mentioned earlier. So you can see there are a lot of shops operating already, and it's a lot of appointment basis businesses and a lot of eateries here. And right above here will be the condos that I mentioned. So literally if you stay up here, right, you can just come down, shopping, grocery shopping here, you eat everything, gao tim everything here. So commercial activities and shopping malls, good. Everything is checked. But just that the price will be expensive lah. So these are the signature shop lots outside, and it's a stratified shop lots. As you can see, everything is just very neat, very in sync. You cannot simply just paint the wall. You want this wall to be brown, cannot be brown. It can only be this milky color. So overall, right, it's a very pleasant way for you to walk. It's just like you are not in Malaysia. So this stratified concept is still relatively new, and I believe that it's the trend moving forward. So right now we're inside the shopping mall. As you can see, most of the shops has opened, but there are still few that are waiting to be tenanted. But at the ground floor, right, there are a lot of eateries, a lot of daily necessities, things that you can buy already. So this mall has just been opened in 2021, so it's still relatively new. But most of the things like, Parkson, eatery, you have a spectacle shop over here. So overall, the things are quite okay, and there are a lot of people. Today is a Thursday. There are a lot of people here. Okay, so now we have arrived at another commercial area, which is the park is over there. Pavilion is over there. So these are more conventional shop lots which are slightly older in terms of settings. You have the pharmacies, Watsons, some noodle stores, Domino's, and convenience stores. So everything will be just around this area, and that over there will be the golf course area. So overall, right, you have shopping malls, you have older settings of shops that is slightly cheaper. You have commercial areas that is appointment basis, more on gyms, maybe Pilates and everything. Then the walkways are actually quite friendly, as you can see. And now we'll head over there, which is the LRT station, and we'll have a look at the settings over there. Okay guys, so now we are at the LRT Muhiba station, where this is the LRT track, and this is a condo that is completing soon. So overall, the setting for this LRT area will be slightly older. As you can see further down, right, it will be some of the PPR units, and the overall setting will be slightly congested in terms of traffic, as you can see over there. But one thing I like, right, is they are building covered walkways that directly links to the LRT station over there through this new condo, as you can see. So infrastructure works are doing, and they are trying to upgrade this area as well. So overall, I think the shops here is also good. You have some mama, you have some clinics, you have 7-Eleven over there. So there are also pedestrian-friendly walkways over here. And this is the road that directly connects people to Bukit Jalil. And over there, the road over there will be going to Jalan Puchong area. This is to Puchong. This is Jalan Puchong. Over there is to the industrial area. Okay, now we are at the industrial area. So these few rows of shop lots, including the one behind, will be industrial lots, which are mainly repair cars and everything. So over here, there will be a new development by Sunway. And over there will be the PPR units that I mentioned. And this is the LRT track that connects directly to the Muhiba station earlier. Okay, right now we are located in another part of Bukit Jalil. Over here will be the Columbia Asia, the newly built Columbia Asia Hospital. And right behind this building, right, it will be IMU University. So this highway that we see on top will be Max Highway, and the highway below it will be the connection between to Seri Petaling and to Bukit Jalil. Right, so in that direction, this one is actually Stadium Bukit Jalil. So if you can see, right, Bukit Jalil is actually quite connected to KL, right? You just use that direction, you can reach KL, CC. If you go there, this direction, then you can reach Cyberjaya, Putrajaya area. Okay, so we are in the middle of our review. So what we realize about Bukit Jalil as of now, connectivity-wise, I think it's sort of perfect. But of course, going to Damansara is still far. Okay, and in terms of greenery-wise, I think for Unstay it's definitely in abundance in terms of greeneries, because you have the park, you have the golf course area. It's actually very nice to live in Bukit Jalil. And I think for you, you like the
commercial activities, because it has all levels of spending here. You have Hero Safe, you have the more atas groceries here, you have everything.
Yeah, I think you have groceries, and for me, I think about makan because I don't cook. And in terms of eating, right, you have those cheaper kopitiams, you have some cafes, you have some Western food, fusion foods, right? So I think in terms of eatery-wise, it's good. In terms of connectivity, it's good. I think so far so good for Bukit Jalil, and we'll explore more. Let's go. So this is the golf course area, and these are the mansions that I mentioned. It's really very nice. Wow, just imagine living right beside the golf course, right? Really nice. Okay, so now we are at another side of Bukit Jalil, where this is Pavilion Bukit Jalil, and it's separated by a Lebuh Bukit Jalil, the Bukit Jalil Highway. So overall, this site, right, the setting is still very new. It's a new township. There will be one integrated township called KL Wellness City, where it's a medical-based township. There will be a hospital over here. You have condos, hospital, you have commercial areas, shop lots, garden, and etc. So overall, this site, right, the setting is very new. Township planning, right, in terms of road is still, I would say, it's still rather new. And the road, right, is actually bigger, wider, everything. Over the other side there will be landed properties over there. So right in front, there will be a tunnel that directly connects you to Pavilion Bukit Jalil. So overall, right, even though it's separated by one highway, but this side, right, you have a road that connects over there. So connectivity-wise, it's still okay. And I think if all this planning really takes place, right, this area will also boom, just like Pavilion Bukit Jalil. So we have roughly walked and drove around Bukit Jalil as an area. And normally, right, for this walk series, I'll be aiming on these 5 points to look at as an area. The first point will be connectivity. Well, connectivity in terms of driving, right, for Bukit Jalil, you have a lot of highways that can connect to Kesas, you can connect to Max Highway, and other highways that directly goes to OUG and KL area. So I would say if you were to go to PJ, it's near. If you go to even airport, is also, you can just use Max, right? So KLCC is also just using Max, you can reach. I would say connectivity wise is very good for Bukit Jalil because it's surrounded by highways. And the second point that I will be looking at will be pedestrian friendly, because not everyone drive in KL. And the problem with KL is when an LRT station, right, if you want to connect from LRT station to your condo, normally it's not very linked. So you need to have a proper walkway. And for Bukit Jalil, right, if you realize the pedestrian walkway is actually very wide. And a lot of places you have walkway built, even for older settings, part in Bukit Jalil. So I would say pedestrian friendly wise, it's very good. The walkway is very wide. You can just stroll your strollers, or you can walk your dog, or can jog around. It's very good. Third thing will then be commercial activities and shopping malls. I would say Bukit Jalil's commercial activities and shopping mall, right, it's very bustling. Even, sometimes you don't have parking. So I would say commercial wise, you have those kopitiam, appointment basis clinics, groceries, convenience stores, literally everything you can just scout in inside this township.
Do you realize how many times we've been to Bukit Jalil this week?
Yeah.
Just to do solve our everyday needs.
Yeah. And to review this video, we have been here for around 2 to 3 times to really just take this video nicely, and I hope that everyone can understand more of Bukit Jalil because it's a rather new place. So I'll say commercial wise, it's really good. We can settle everything that we need. And the fourth thing that I'll look at is office components. Then this office components, right, it's something very new in Bukit Jalil because overall it's a very own stay area to begin with. I have seen some SME offices are here setting up in Pavilion Bukit Jalil. But then if you are saying MNCs, big MNCs, I'll say I don't see any of them so far. So I'll say office component will be slightly lacking in terms of job opportunities, which then translate to rental over here will not be that optimal because it's an own stay place. So places where with more own stay oriented focus, the property price will be higher, but then the rental will not tally with your installment. You have to understand that. So from an investment standpoint, I think not really focusing on room rentals or renting out and get a high ROI lah.
I'll say it's more for capital appreciation. And then the fifth part, right, that I'll look at as an area will be greeneries. One thing I really like about Bukit Jalil is how much focus they emphasize on greeneries, lifestyle for you to exercise and everything. I think beside from Bukit Jalil, right, I don't really think that there is such place in KL. I mean, besides Desa Park, it's quite difficult to find, right, in KL? Yeah, I think it's quite difficult to find. So greenery wise, right, it's really top notch in Bukit Jalil. So with that, I think we can wrap up this walk series of episode 1. Do you like it, Bukit Jalil?
I like it.
But the property price here are quite it's steeper lah, I would say.
That's why he was laughing when I say I like it.
Yeah. I like it too. Out of these 5 components, right, 4 of it I'm very satisfied. Just officers, it can be a double-edged sword lah. If it's a lot of officers, then
it's not really
it's
that
not really that.
homestay.
Yeah, it's not really that own stay already. If you like this video, do like it, share it, and I hope you really can understand more on Bukit Jalil just by watching this video. And do support us because I will be reviewing more areas in KL. And if you have any areas that you want me to review, just comment below. I'll try my best to make it. With that, thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.